Navia has set out for Aren, we should also get going.
Yes, sir.
The location has already been marked on the map, so let's head over.
Yep, find the entrance to the headquarters.
According to Malusa's info, the Sinthe production base is underwater. Let's go and try to find the entrance.
Yeah, so I've never shown you guys this. You can see we can now dive underwater. Yeah, this was the Blessing of Hydro thing that I scanned when I got into the Statue of the Seven. So yeah, now we're able to dive. We have stamina down here. It's really cool. But yeah, also, I don't know how to open those. I have explored only a little bit here, but it is pretty nice. Okay, so where... Oh, here? Here are the headquarters. Yeah, okay, here we go. Oh, let me get the Hydro thing. Okay.
Finally found it. Huh. So this is the entrance that leads to the Sinthe production base.
Yep.
Sure doesn't seem out of the ordinary at all.
And it is a dungeon, because I can see the air coming in. Well, they don't want it to stand out. I'm sure that we'll find inside will be extraordinary, yeah.
You're right. An important place like this is bound to have a ton of protective measures and mechanisms. Navia's probably arguing up a storm right now to stall for us.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how are we talking down here? Meanwhile, inside the Opera Epic class. Okay, what's happening over here? His child, like, surely he's gonna fight, right?
It would appear that I must repeat my question again, Mr. Tartaglia.
Oh, never mind.
Do you accept the charge that you are the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case?
To be perfectly honest, I don't understand your country's complicated court system, or the reason why I'm being charged with something I've never even heard of. However, I did hear that people who have been charged can choose to participate in a duel to clear their name. Is that right?
Oh, he's gonna choose.
In which case, as long as I accept the charge, I can have an all-out fight with that champion duelist Clorend, right? I've got to admit, that's one of the most enticing offers I've ever received.
He's gonna say he's guilty just to fight?
When I privately sparred with her last time, she was obviously holding back. Real disappointing.
Hey,
Dang.
don't you understand? You're currently the prime suspect for a major case.
Right?
This isn't the place for you to be looking for fights.
Oh? Sounds like the Hydro Archon wants to lecture me on the ways of the Opera House. Then why don't you duel me too? I'm the kind of child that learns best in the heat of battle.
Child?
No. That's not what I meant.
Never mind.
Alas, it would appear that communication with the defendant is going poorly.
Sure
We have
is.
made very little progress. In that case, let me explain everything from the very beginning again. The goal of this trial is to determine the culprit behind the serial disappearances case.
But why do they think it's him? On what basis? Just that he's a Fatui?
That case had nothing to do with him. You've got the wrong man. Huh?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Oh, dang. This is the second time that we interrupt the case.
Why
Or
is
a
she
case.
interjecting again?
Yeah, but
I told you it couldn't be one of the Fatui harbingers.
Miss Navia,
Exactly.
this is the second time you've interrupted the court proceedings.
right.
I only tolerated your behavior last time because you were able to provide the court with a key eyewitness.
Well, we're doing it
That
again.
was an exception rather than standard court protocol. I can very well charge you with contempt of court for your interjections.
Oh, please. Did you ever think I had any respect for this place's pointless theatrics?
Dang.
We can put that discussion aside for now. I'm not here to argue with you. I'm here to charge the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case. And if my charges prove true, then Tartaglia here will be proven innocent by default, correct?
Sure.
A young lady has charged in and offered to clear my name.
Friggin'
How
child.
fascinating. Well, I'd gotten half bored to death by all these rules and procedures anyway, so I'll take you up on that offer. So, Your Honor, is there nothing else for me to do now?
You may take a seat for now in the audience, but that doesn't mean the suspicions against you have been lifted.
This place is so goofy, man. I love Fontaine. So
Now then, Miss
unserious.
Navia, who is the person you would like to charge instead?
That person
Oh, boy.
is...
Is it the suspect analysis or Marcel? Marcel, right?
Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabrières.
Huh? What confrérie? Never heard of them in my life.
I've heard of them, but weren't they Spina di Rosula's sister organization?
Oh, is this going to be a friends to enemies type situation?
Girl.
Please let me remind you, Miss Navia, that charging someone is an incredibly serious matter. Committing to the charge also means taking on the legal responsibilities associated with it.
Yeah, I feel like we really jumped the gun with this.
If the charge fails, depending on the circumstances, you may also be charged with the crime of making a false accusation.
Which is fair,
Knowing
yeah.
this, do you still wish to charge this man?
Yes, I do.
Girl?
In that case, I declare the charge to be valid.
Oh boy.
Miss Navia and attorneys, please take your places on the court. Members of the guards, please contact Mr. Marcel right away so that he may stand trial.
Dang. After some time, a shocked and confused Marcel is brought to the stands.
Mr. Marcel, you will not require an attorney. Is that correct?
Dang.
Apologies. It all just happened so quickly. I still haven't figured out what's going on.
Have you?
I think an attorney won't be necessary. This is probably just a misunderstanding between me and Navia.
I don't know about
Very
that.
well. In that case, since both sides have now arrived, Miss Navia, please present your charges.
I would like to take everyone back to 3 years ago, to the case of Callus the Unfaithful.
3 years, okay. I don't know, yeah, I said earlier 5 years. I forgot my timeline.
Only through elucidating what really happened in that case can we connect all the dots for the serial disappearances case.
Navia, do you really think that I was the one who killed your father?
Maybe.
Come on, why would I do that? Callus was my benefactor, and remember both you and I only ran to the scene when we heard the sound of a gun.
Do I remember
If
that?
that's enough to make me a suspect, wouldn't that make everyone at that banquet a suspect as well?
I think there's no point in getting into the specifics right now. The audience doesn't even have the big picture yet. Even I'm struggling to remember some details of that case.
Exactly
Okay.
correct, Your Honor. I must refresh
That was weird,
everyone's
though.
memory about that case before I can explain my charge and reasoning.
Okay.
I see. In which case, I will recount the findings about that case as originally recorded by Maison Gardiennage.
Ooh.
On the day of the murder, Spina di Rosula hosted a large banquet in a countryside estate owned by the Confrérie of Cabrières. During the banquet, all attending guests heard 2 gunshots from the courtyard.
Yep.
When the guests arrived at the scene, they found the primary suspect, Callus, holding
Dang.
a gun, while his acquaintance, Jacques, lay dead from a gunshot wound. The guards' investigation did not recover any other firearms from the scene. As a result, they concluded that the suspect's first shot must have missed, while the second must have taken Jacques' life. The suspect did not dispute this conclusion, and also declined to defend himself in court. Instead, he chose to prove his innocence through a duel. Callus was defeated by champion duelist Clarande in the ensuing duel, and soon succumbed to the injuries.
Yep.
These are the known facts about the case.
The one with the motive to kill was Jacques, not my father. And even so, Jacques still had no reason to pull the trigger. In truth, the third person shot Jacques first, and was shot in turn by my father when my father seized the gun from him.
Okay. I was thinking something like that.
After that, the true culprit turned the third person into water, erasing all traces of him from the scene. Thank you for the summary, Your Honor.
Sure.
Of course, the guard's conclusion appeared quite sensible to us at the time. However, we should revisit the case now that we've gained new information about the abilities of water from the primordial sea.
Callus who had a motive to kill. Moreover, details of the case point towards the possible existence of a third person on the scene. Right. Where can we... Yeah, primordial seawater. There we go. What?
Something's not right. Let me think for a little while longer.
Who had a motive to kill? Like, what would that motive be? Did Callus act in self-defense? Oh, yeah.
The
There you go.
testimony of the victim's family confirms that Jacques had thoughts of assassinating Callus when he set out for the banquet. However, unfortunately for Jacques,
Whoops,
the
I
true
didn't mean to skip
culprit
that.
had already considered this possibility and had sent out another assassin.
Okay, so in the gun, it's... yeah, Callus did not carry a gun with him when he went out.
Something's
What?
not right.
Come on! So I guess this is the one that we gotta refuse? First shot must have missed, while the second must have taken Jack's life. Clothing of an unknown person?
Something's
Or
not
the
right.
primordial water. Yeah. There we go, okay.
A pile of clothing was found at the scene. The guards once believed they were used by Jacques as a costume to disguise himself. But since it was raining that
Oh,
day,
come on!
the culprit was confident that they could use the rain to wash away all traces of their dissolved accomplice.
Is this the guard marks thing? No, because we're not refuting any of these, right? Do I put the clothing here? Oh,
This
I guess.
assassin
Okay.
first shot Jacques, then
That's weird.
turned to shoot Callus. only for Callus to wrestle the gun from him and kill him instead.
Okay.
Realizing this, the true culprit caused the hired assassin to dissolve into water, leading everyone
Dang.
to believe Callus was responsible for Jacques' murder.
Navia's
This
dad looks cool as
is
heck.
the true version of events.
His child is gonna be like, now about that
That's what
duel.
happened.
Wait, you're telling me something as dangerous as water from the primordial sea has been used for all these years?
Yep.
What a great theory. It also explains Callus's and Jacques' respective motives. I guess they didn't shoot each other after all.
Right.
Mr. Marcel, you are the one being charged with the crime. You should provide a rebuttal if you wish to prove your innocence.
Ah, but I think I agree with everything Navia just said. In fact, there was nothing in her speech that directly implicated me.
I mean, yeah.
Then, may I ask some questions? In my opinion, we primarily need to determine two things. One, do you have the evidence to back up your claims?
You've never needed evidence, Farina. You've always said, oh, this is because I say so. I mean, she
I'm
is the
afraid
Archon.
not. At least not at this very moment.
We need to get that evidence.
If you don't have any evidence, you should just go home.
Shut up.
I may not have the evidence with me, but I know where I could go to collect it. If we look up the deserted clothes against a record of people who went missing around the same time, we should be able
Right.
to find a match.
That's a good point, actually.
Considering the serial disappearances case, the guards probably kept careful records of all missing persons from around that time, regardless of age or gender.
That makes sense to me. Monsieur Neuvillette, I would consider this to be a reasonable investigative direction.
Why do I feel like Farina's acting a little differently today?
She kinda is, yeah.
Maybe she's scared of embarrassing herself again?
Maybe.
Alternatively, she's become more diligent after charging an innocent citizen in the last trial.
Oh, she's been humbled? Yeah, like Phoenix Wright. Like once the prosecutors get defeated, they start becoming a little more humble and taking on more honorable cases and stuff like that, or more honorable approaches. Well, depending on the prosecutor, but some of them, they start getting a bit of a redemption arc.
My second question has to do with the ensuing duel. If the
Oh.
truth is indeed as you describe, then why didn't Mr. Callus explain himself in court?
Well,
If he had testified that a person had been dissolved, he could have at least mounted a defense.
how? There was no proof
I
of
thought about
it.
this too, and the answer is actually pretty simple. He felt there were things that were more important to him. The dissolving
Maybe
power
so, yeah.
of water from the primordial sea is an important secret for the true culprit of the serial disappearances case. My father
True.
could have exposed it for all to see, but he chose to take it to the grave. At that time, Spina di Rosula was in dire straits, and his reputation had already been shattered. He had no guarantee that going forward with the truth would allow the culprit to be brought to justice. What was certain, however, was that it would paint a gigantic target on my back.
Boss once told me that Demoiselle had already been selected as the next target of the serial disappearances case.
What?
If the secret had gotten out, the culprit would have fought an all-out war with
You'll-
the Spina right there and then. I wouldn't have been the only one in danger. All of us would have stood to lose our lives. Of course, the guards might eventually figure out the truth of the matter and determine that we were in the right, but what good would that do? How can a hollow verdict protect anyone? Had this opera house ever given my father any kind of confidence in its brand of justice, Spina di Rosula would have had no reason to exist. But by staying silent, we retained the ability to deter our opponents and continue the stalemate. I was able to become Spina di Rosula's president, which made me harder to target, as well as giving me more time to grow and learn. And once I have figured out the truth and stepped up to the challenge, I will do what this opera house cannot, and
Dang.
restore my father's truth and honor back to him.
Dang, shots fired at the justice system.
So, you mean to say, your father intended to die in the duelist's ring?
Yeah, I mean, all the evidence seems to point out to that.
That's right.
Do you have any proof?
Of course. All you need is to ask his opponent, Clarand.
True. She's like,
I don't need your
don't
apology,
rope me into this.
your guilt, or your support from the shadows. You don't have to do anything for my sake. But since he entrusted his will to you, Clarand, you should tell us the truth about his sacrifice.
So...
Yeah, huh?
During the duel, did you believe that Callus was intending to die?
Yes, I did. As a champion duelist, I've fought many battles and taken a countless number of dishonored lives in my line of work. I've seen all kinds of people give their all for the faintest hope to continue living. Some were determined, others passionate, and some even manic and twisted. Just one look and I can tell if a duelist is hoping to live or if they're looking to die. I hereby swear on my name and honor as a champion duelist that Mr. Callus never intended to leave the ring alive.
Dang.
Since that's your testimony, I have no more questions. It appears there really are good grounds to reopen this case.
Yep.
I concur. However, Miss Navia, you still have not explained the link between your father's case and the serial disappearances case.
What?
Right? What she said was fascinating, but kind of beside the point.
Wait, weren't they just talking about the serial disappearances case?
Of course, Your Honor. The two cases are connected via a matter of timing.
Via many things.
In my father's case, the culprit intended to kill both Jacques and Callus. As a result, they planned to act after hearing 2 gunshots. And, at the end of Linny's trial, the culprit also only dissolved the victim in front of everyone because they realized they were at risk of being identified. The culprit could only time their actions so precisely if they were already at the scene.
True.
Coincidentally, Marcel attended both the banquet and the trial.
Sure, that narrows it down a little bit, but I don't know if it narrows it all the way down to him.
So that's why you suspected me.
I mean...
Even after hearing your reasoning, I still can't help but find it a little preposterous.
What about the guards?
I'm used to it, though. You've always been an impulsive and sentimental child, Navia. It's one of your most endearing traits.
Really?
No need to appeal to pathos.
I won't try to refute your points one by one, but even if everything you just said was true, can you prove that I was the only person present at both events?
Well, yeah, you
On
weren't.
top of that, does a person have to be physically present to control the timing? Can't someone remotely monitor the place?
Yeah, we're not sure about that, but there's other evidence.
Don't know what she can say to that.
Yeah.
I know that even with that, you might still think you can reduce the list of suspects with some further investigations until I'm the only one left on the list. Alas, who won't feel at least a little hurt by an accusation of murder from a girl you see as your own daughter? But if I were to dismiss this completely, you'd also think I'm not being considerate of your feelings. Ah well, let Uncle Marcel teach you another lesson. Do you know what the biggest flaw in your reasoning is?
I suppose you're gonna tell me anyways.
It's timing again. I'm a businessman by trade. From that standpoint, there's no reason for me to kidnap young women. It's a high-risk action with nothing to gain.
Yeah, I mean, that is a good point.
In addition, I left my home in Snezhnaya when I was young to come to Poisson and work in some trade. My business only thrived when I received Callus's patronage.
Oh, you hear that, Court? He is from Snezhnaya.
But the disappearances began before I ever stepped foot in Fontaine.
Oh. Okay, that I didn't know.
I do apologize, demoiselle. This was my mistake.
No.
Huh.
It's not your fault. I'm sure he had come prepared.
Yeah, I don't know about that part of the timing.
Is there anything else you'd like to say? Would you like to check the date of my first business license against the first known case of the serial disappearances? You can also take a look at my border entry records, or ask my friends and family when I left Snezhnaya for the first time. Could those records and testimonies do something to appease the unspeakable anguish in your heart?
Well, but you could still be involved. You don't have to be the mastermind.
Seems like she got the wrong guy.
At this rate, Navia will be convicted for falsely accusing him.
I think you've done a superb job of dissecting your father's feelings as he neared the end of his life. But aren't you going against all of his wishes and expectations right now? He wished for you to become more rational, collected, and conscientious, instead of dwelling only on your own feelings.
Come on, dude.
Once you've learned to be more considerate of others' feelings, and to stop rushing headlong into things, you'd have met most of his expectations.
This isn't just about me. And it never has been. The biggest difference between me and the rest of the victims is that I still have the ability to search for the truth, while that same agency has long been taken from them.
They really are putting on a good show for the audience, you know?
The people whose families were destroyed by Sinthe abuse, the people who lost their loved ones to the serial disappearances, and the people who suffered tragic ends due to their sense of justice. Many people's images are flashing before my eyes. I'm sure some are coming to those of you in the audience as well. And whose image do you see, Marcel? Is it a man named Vache?
Huh.
Ooh.
Oh. So you do know that name.
Oh, dang. She just threw a haymaker and it landed. Dang.
Merely surprised you'd suddenly say the name of someone I've never even heard of.
Yeah.
I was waiting for you to say that.
A little while earlier at the entrance of the Sinthe production base. Dang, that they took the time with it. I thought it would be faster, honestly. Oh, here we are. Wait, we're going to an allow trial here? Party setup, what? Oh, I guess, yeah, I can change my party here if I need to. I think we're okay. Think so. Let's keep it going. Ooh, some guards. Or some guards, I forgot the name of these things. See, I still don't understand the Osea or Numa thing.
There is no escape.
Don't really get what that means. But I guess I'll just destroy you, because I know you are the crux of the issue here. Yep, gotcha.
A process of elimination.
Go Bishop down!
Oh, dang. Got him. Okay, open that up.
Whoa.
And, ooh.
The floor is going up.
Nice.
Is it because of this mechanism in the middle? That guy really prepared a lot of stuff for this place.
Yeah, what is up with that statue? Whoa, what is this place?
Paimon thinks we need to go up, but Paimon doesn't see a way. Let's take a look around. Maybe we'll find a hidden mechanism that'll show us the way up.
Probably. Oh, down there? Oh, I know. I need to use this. Yeah, to steal your ability. And then I use armor piercing on this. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I like that mechanic. Like, some of the movement's a little wonky on there. I think it works, you know, on small amounts, I guess. Oh, draining the water. Oh, nope, sending more water up. Okay. So that's how we make it up there. Well, almost.
The water level is rising. Now we can swim to the top.
Oh, never mind. I guess we can.
This is still a ways away from where we need to go.
Yeah. But we can go here. Okay. Yo, more fighting. Let's go.
Illusion shattered.
Again, I still don't know how you make this the opposite effect.
How bold. Any more
Dang,
time?
that was actually doing quite a bit of damage.
There is no escape.
Rest and rebuild.
Yeah, I guess most of these things are not super strong, but they do pack a punch, you know. Still don't know what to do about you guys. Okay, I still don't quite understand how that works. It seems like you have to interact with something in order to gain a specific energy. But I don't know how that works exactly. I don't know, I'll check it out off screen, because I mean, right now this is working. Oh, come on, get us to the top. Oh, yes. Okay, that opened up this area.
Now the path is clear. Let's go.
Dang, this dungeon design is very nice. Whoa. Wait, is this underwater? Oh, we can't go out there. But yeah, this is underwater. That's oh, that's a nice design. Ooh, big robots up ahead. And again, they have that type of energy. But I don't know where to obtain the other one. So I just had to have obtained that before I got in here or something? I don't know. Whoa. Wait, what are these things? Salt Specialist Mech. Okay. See, these are the ones that they fought, right? During the whoops.
Scatter.
In the cutscene.
Flicker.
I'm sure they will be a lot easier to defeat if I have that energy thing. Come on. There we go. Got you. Oh, it's gonna be many of these that we gotta fight. That makes sense. Okay. We get rid of the toggle first. Ow. No, that guy seems to be a problem. I'll try to get rid of you first.
There is no escape.
Here you are. Well now.
Ow. Ouch. And gotcha. Okay, now we can continue. Ooh. Interesting. Whoa, what is this place?
phantom.
But
Though, as
what?
expected,
Yeah.
the mastermind isn't here.
If I'm not mistaken, he's been charged by Navia as we speak. Yeah.
That's
Supposedly.
right. Then let's hurry up and find some evidence so we can get back to the Opera House and help Navia.
Sounds good. Look for clues in the headquarters. Oop, bottles.
Whoa.
Whoa.
There's so much synth here. And
Whoa.
so many bottles of ingredients that probably just contain the waters of the primordial sea.
I wonder how it will affect us. Since we're not from this nation, there are so many.
Mixing in progress. Ready to drink. Stock sample? Huh. They've also got all the synth pretty clearly labeled. Whoa, there's even fruit-flavored synth?
Well, that definitely proves that this is where they produce synth. Maybe, yeah, experiments table. Ooh.
What's this over here? Looks like some kind of place for research. Experiment number 16 aims to verify Jacob Ingold's research conclusions on the primordial sea and use his theory as a foundation to achieve a breakthrough.
Dang, dude just used his name? Incriminated him there?
The experiment was a failure. No individual managed to resurface from the water from the primordial sea.
Dang.
Female specimens 22, 23, and 24 were dissolved.
Paimon, chill out.
Sorry, traveler. Paimon will try her best. It's just that Paimon's never read something so scary before. How can someone
okay.
write something that terrible in such a matter-of-fact tone?
Right.
You read the rest.
Yeah.
Paimon's too scared to keep going.
The goal of the researcher is to save his lover, a woman called Venier, who was dissolved.
So that's why he did all of these experiments.
So could this be Shaw? Yeah.
Wait, did he really think he'd be able to find a way just by dissolving people over and over? That's just insane!
Yeah, there's another name here, Vache.
Isn't that the name you heard by the fountain? Paimon thought he was an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case.
Oh, could it be a fake name? He is a researcher, yeah.
You mean Vache is the one who did all of these... experiments?
Yeah, he signed off on a bunch of the experiment reports. The voice I heard from the fountain was probably Venier.
So that's it?
Uh-huh.
Vache was no victim, but personally took his lover and... No, that's not it either. If that's the case, why would he want people to resurface from the water?
There must be more to it than meets the eye.
In any case, Paimon will write it all down.
Vache's experimental records, okay. Okay, there are many more records like this. Should probably read through all of them, right? I mean, I'm assuming with it. Oh, miscellaneous objects.
What's all this?
Hmm.
Aw, it's a bunch of really cute things. Pink accessories, a hair tie, a necklace, even a makeup box.
Paimon? There's a name too.
Paimon sees it too, but why are all these cute
Paimon.
things labeled with different girls' names?
I know this is supposed to be like the first thing we checked because it was right in the entrance, so yeah, my bad, but also Paimon. Yeah, they're the victims, obviously.
You mean the girls from the serial disappearances? They were brought here?
Yep.
They were turned into water.
Again, it's probably someone researching how to save them, right? Like how to keep them from... once the water rises and the whole nation is drowned out in the waves, like how will you be able to... If there is a way to save them or something. The actual mastermind is researching that, and then Vache had his own motivations or something? I don't know.
And all the boxes of things.
Something like that.
Names. That means... Oh, this is terrible.
And that makes sense why, yeah, the girl in the Oceanid form was like, please tell him to forget about me, right? Not seek to save me anymore, because, you know, obviously she might know if she is on the same place as the other girls. She will know what is happening. Missing persons possessions, yep. Yikes. What is this? Bookshelf.
Let's see what's written here. Nothing escapes Detective Paimon's eyes.
Alright, Paimon.
Callus.
Oh.
Navia's father.
Huh.
Oh, this seems to be an investigation report on him.
Probably related to his and Jacques' case.
Yep. It's about finding someone to assassinate Jacques and Callus because of a lack of confidence that Jacques himself would go through with it. This should prove the existence of the third person, right?
Yeah. Is there anything else?
We still have not determined the exact content of the key information Callus has passed on to certain members of his organization.
Okay.
The old dog's a real menace to deal with. Even if he abides by the promise he's made to us, he will still have the upper hand. He can act whenever he wants to make our lives miserable. The only option left is to remove him from the picture entirely. I concur.
Yep.
Let's send someone to kill him. He won't declare war as long as we don't touch Navia. Oh, seems like we've got a bunch of correspondence between the higher-ups.
The plan is well in advance. Examine pool. Oh, is this where the girls were brought in or something?
Oh, look! There's an important-looking basin over here, and it's full of water.
Must be the water from the Primordial Sea, yeah.
This is where they make all the synth, and that special water is the main ingredient.
Seems pretty dangerous to just have it out of in the open.
If you dilute it with normal water, you'll get sick.
Maybe
But the pure stuff can dissolve a human.
Maybe this is why they had the uncle, you know, who was from Shnesnaya, working here. So even if something went wrong, you know, it wouldn't dissolve.
Paimon will take notes on this incriminating evidence. We've looked at almost everything here, and it seems like our theories were spot on. But
Who really is this Vasha?
yeah, we haven't found anything that reveals his true identity.
It's gotta be the uncle, right?
No wonder even Nervalet wasn't able to find anything. Whoever it is probably destroyed everything to do with that name a long time ago.
Yeah, or it's an alias.
That way, even if we bring all this back to the opera, we won't be able to identify the true culprit.
Clever, but maybe not clever enough. Let's do it again.
Sure thing. Paimon won't admit defeat to this guy either.
Yep, agreed. Alright. Look for the clues related to Vasha. Are we supposed to just go over them again? Vasha didn't care how many victims he had to solve in the quest to bring his lover back. There's nothing here on Vasha's true identity. Nope, nothing on Vasha's true identity. What about the objects? Yeah. Maybe there's an object.
That side and Paimon will take this side. Check everything carefully. We'll find something for sure. Nothing at all. And Paimon can't even find snacks either.
Paimon, I found it.
Whoa, really? Let Paimon see.
Ooh.
Vinier. Isn't that Vasha's lover's name? Then you found her diary. Let's see. Aw. It's just a normal diary chronicling their love story. She was so sweet, too. Oh, Paimon feels even worse for her now.
Take a look at this page. She made a list of baby names. Oh.
So many! A whole page's worth! But they're all crossed out. Was she unhappy with all of them?
There's one that isn't
The
Paimon.
final name she decided on was Marcel. Wait, but Marcel's pretty old.
He changed his name.
He's been going on for so long that he's Vache and Vinier's grown son?
Figure it out. Let's go, Paimon.
Hey! Paimon still hasn't figured it out yet.
Yeah, he took on the other identity instead. Because yeah, I mean, the case couldn't have gone on for that long. You race back to the Opera Epic class. Dang, this is a long episode. Hope you guys are
Do
cozy.
you see, Marcel? Is it a man named Vache? Oh, so you do know that name.
I'm merely surprised you'd suddenly say the name of someone I've never even heard of.
Right.
I was
Never
waiting
even heard.
for you to say that.
Navia! We're back!
As
Just keep
expected
interrupting.
of my partner. I just knew you'd return in the nick of time.
Just how often do you intend to flout the rules of this court?
Man, screw the rules of this court.
It's all right, Monsieur Nervalet. Given their confidence, I expect they've found the crucial evidence.
Thank you, Fernie. You say you've never heard of Vashe. This is the most reasonable thing, I guess, the notebook? Yeah.
But the truth of it,
Oh.
Marcel, is that you've always been Vache.
Damn.
Huh?
Yo, that was cool. Man, make the travelers speak, please. At least in the anime. Make the travelers speak in the anime. Don't make him just quiet like, you know, like in Persona, like the protagonist. I mean, they give them a little bit more dialogue. Not all that much. I really hope that even in the game, they give him more lines.
Investigated your lair, and we already know everything.
The goat sack deserves it, honestly.
After your lover, Vinier, was dissolved, you kept abducting young women to experiment on the hopes of bringing her back to you.
Okay, Paimon, maybe we should bring this up a little bit more, you know, slowly.
You
Yep.
all records of your past as Vache.
So that's it. Even the villains in opera performances rarely go that far. And with that, Marcel's motive has now been established.
This really feels like an opera play.
This information regarding your past also dismantles your prior timing defense. Well, Marcel, do you know where you went wrong?
There's record of Marcel coming from Snezhnaya, but not from Vache. I'm assuming he's gonna be dissolved soon.
You fixated your gaze
I don't think
on
he's
the
gonna
lover
last.
that passed away, instead of paying attention to the living people around you.
Dang.
So, you never noticed how we changed, or how we grew as individuals.
You also never understood Boss's real expectations for his daughter.
Or our determination to see things through.
Your determination.
Mr. Marcel, please speak up now if you would like to defend yourself. Otherwise, the trial will move on to the next stage.
Right?
Do you really think I wanted to do any of this? Pay attention to you? What for? Have you ever paid attention to me? Ever empathized with my pain? Ever known how it feels to watch the love of your life dissolve right in front of your eyes?
Yeah, how did that happen?
No one helped me. No one even believed me.
I'm sure.
All those decades ago, even the officers from the Maison Gardiennage were laughing at me. They said there's no way a human being can turn into water. So I must have gone mad from grief. Vignier's death was brushed away by all of you as if it didn't matter at all. Well, now you know, don't you? Ha! Well, it's too late now. All those who were dissolved are gone forever. You only have yourselves to blame. You set up this ornate opera house in pursuit of your so-called justice, your beloved drama, while turning a blind eye to the suffering of the people.
He's kinda spitting, kinda, but
Vignier
on
is
that regard
dead.
at least.
We promised each other that we would always be together. Wherever she goes, I will follow.
Poor choice of words, my friend.
But I'm not from this blasted place, so I can't be dissolved. No matter what I do.
Oh, he is from Snezhnaya. Damn! He's drinking it.
Is that water from the primordial sea that he's drinking?
I can't
Dang.
dissolve! Can't dissolve! Can't dissolve! Do you all see?
So he did go mad.
I can't go! I can't follow! So if I can't go where she is, what choice do I have but to try to bring her back?
But why at the cost of other people, man?
All of that, and in the end, that accursed Callus still got the better of me. I spent my entire life living on pins and needles, only to get stabbed by his idiot daughter at the very end.
Idiot? Really? Really? The idiot who figured you out?
The suspect is exhibiting signs of mental distress. Guards, please restrain him.
You think? Yeah, okay, so I wasn't aware that he wasn't, like, he wasn't lying about that, about the Snezhnaya thing.
Don't touch me! Don't anybody come near me!
Bruh.
I still need to save Vignier. I promise. We made a promise. Vignier. Vignier. Please, Vignier. Don't think badly of me. All I want to do is fulfill our promise.
What is he gonna do?
At this point, the verdict of this trial is clear.
Yep.
With Mr. Marcel's conviction, the charges against Mr. Tartaglia
Hey.
no longer have any basis.
Let's go!
Fine by me. I was in a bad mood, but after a show like that, I'm actually feeling pretty good.
Nice.
Traveler, please submit all the evidence you have collected to the guards, so that I might review and summarize the truth behind the serial disappearances case.
Nice. Navia proceeds to review and compile all the evidence and
The
records.
man now known as Marcel was originally named Vache and worked as an adventurer with his partner and lover Vignier.
Damn.
During an underwater expedition, Vignier accidentally came into contact with water from the primordial sea and was dissolved in front of
that
Vache as a
sucks.
result. Vache
Frick.
learned of the primordial water's existence through the work of others and began to kidnap young women for research, with the goal of discovering a method to restore Vignier back to life. To cover his tracks, he
nice
invented
transition.
the new alias of Marcel and began to operate a business in Poisson. During the course of his research, Vache discovered that a diluted concoction of water from the primordial sea can induce feelings of euphoria, and began to manufacture and market Sinthe.
Dang. We have Walter White, now we have friggin' Gus Fring out here.
However, as he accumulated wealth to fund his continued research and expanded the scope, he came into conflict with Spina di Rosula. After exchanging blows with Spina di Rosula for many years, Vache decided to assassinate their president Callus at a banquet. Although the assassination did not go as Vache expected, he was able to turn Callus into the murder suspect by dissolving the assassin he sent to the scene. And just recently, Vache attempted to frame Linny as the culprit of the serial disappearances case, using a similar method. However, his attempt to frame Linny failed, and the power of water from the primordial sea became public knowledge. This case also exposed enough of Vache's machinations that he was eventually successfully charged in court. Thus concludes the enigmatic history of the serial disappearances case, with the truth revealed to all.
Wow, he really, that really felt like an opera at the end, like talking about the conclusion.
Will now deliver the final verdict regarding the charges against Mr. Vache.
Yep. What do you say, Ortris? I mean, it's gotta be what we came to the conclusion as well, right? Will be wild if it goes, no, it wasn't him.
Oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale. Mr. Vache is guilty.
Yep, of course.
Take Vache away.
Yeah, that's weird. Like, we gotta ask the machine. Like, we all know it's him. But also, finally, what does the machine say? Yeah, that's pretty wild.
It's what he deserves.
Guys.
With that, the serial disappearances case is over now.
We really just witnessed history. Who would have thought the true culprit would be such a polite and well-spoken guy?
We have Navia bring the bad guy to justice! He's hurt so many innocent people and now he's finally getting what he deserves.
Yep.
Are you okay?
Oh, Navia.
Demoiselle, you were absolutely brilliant.
The day our late boss had always hoped for has finally come. You can rest easy now, knowing justice has been served.
Yep.
Yeah, it's finally over. It's all thanks to you guys. And my partner. See, Papa? Spina di Rosula's still doing well with me at the helm.
Well now, hasn't this been a most delicious piece of drama? The villain has been caught, justice has been served, past wrongs have been righted, and it's a big ol' happy ending. Since it's been such a great show, I'll just let the false accusations against me slide. Either way, I've still got some business to attend to. So, if you'll excuse me...
Who accused him?
Please wait just one moment, Mr. Tartaglia.
Oh?
What now? None of this has anything to do with me.
Does it not?
According to court protocol, since this trial was initiated due to a charge against you, a verdict must also be made regarding the initial charge before the trial can conclude.
Oh, okay.
Come on. Is this really necessary? Haven't you already caught the real criminal? Isn't it time for side characters like me to exit stage left?
I mean, that's usually how Phoenix Wright goes. They do say not guilty or guilty, right? Depending on if the defendant is or not. Not only catching the actual bad guy.
Please respect
like usually it's a separate
Fontaine.
trial that has to be taking place. So yeah.
All right, but this sure is a lot of hassle. All I need to do is stand over there, right? Let's just get this over with.
Okay. Feel like something is probably gonna go.
Through evidence presented in the public trial that was just held, it has been established
Otherwise,
that
this will
Mr.
be redundant.
Tartaglia has no direct connection to the serial disappearances case. The guilty party has been identified, and thus it is logical to suppose Mr. Tartaglia is innocent of the charges.
Of the charges,
we
right?
now turn to the Oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale to render the final verdict on the charges.
Right.
According to the judgment of the Oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale, Mr. Tartaglia is guilty.
Yeah, what? Right?
Hey! That's not funny! Didn't you just say I'm supposed to be innocent?
Okay, it's gotta have something to do with whatever is making his vision malfunctions as well.
What's with this verdict? Is your justice machine malfunctioning?
Huh?
Oh, don't say that.
This has never happened before. The Oratrice actually returned a different verdict from the Chief Justice.
I mean,
Yeah, see, that's why they shouldn't rely on that.
Innocent Fatui Harbinger? Do you think the Oratrice might have just convicted him on general principle?
I mean, they said on the charges, right?
Weren't the charges about the serial disappearances case?
No matter what else he's guilty of, it shouldn't affect the verdict in this case, right?
Exactly. Child has been declared guilty by the Oratrice. Just what is going on here?
The Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale is, by law, the final verdict of the court.
Novelet.
We must accept the guilty verdict.
This is what we're talking about. What?
Guards, please take the suspect into custody per court protocol.
What? Maybe it's because he wants that duel, you know? Oh, child? Child? What are you doing? Oh, he's gonna fight the guard?
So this is how justice is done in Fontaine. What a joke.
Oh.
You've got your rules. Well, I've got mine too!
Whoa! Oh, he's gonna use his delusion. Oh, let's go! Yeah, they couldn't leave us. Oh, nice, even the effect. Oh. Let's go, child. Oh, full power. Even she is like, oh, frick. Whoa! Whoa! They improved the transformation. Yeah. The girl. Oh. I think he,
I am sorry.
Damn!
If you have been wronged, we will find the truth. But the rules of the court must be upheld.
What did he do? Whoa, little scratch. Ooh. Huh. Hey, Nivelet is very interesting.
What's going on? Shouldn't they have been cleared already?
Come on, man. I really wanted to see him fight, at least a little bit. I did get spoiled on that, unfortunately. At one point, Child was gonna fight and Nivelet was gonna come in. I thought they were gonna fight each other. Again, you know, spoilers without context. But yeah, I did hear that he got absolutely wrecked by him. It was a little anticlimactic, but I guess it fits, yeah.
Apologies. This is also the first time I've encountered such a situation. However,
yeah,
according to
enough.
the rules established at the conception of Fontaine's court system, the Oratrice's judgment is the final verdict of the court. All I do is follow court procedure. As for why the Oratrice arrived at the conclusion it did, you should probably ask someone more knowledgeable than me.
If even the Chief Justice doesn't know, then we have no choice but to ask the Archon herself.
Why are you looking at me? I had nothing to do with it!
That's what I was gonna ask. Did she build the machine? Because she is the Archon, but she's not the only Archon of Fontaine, right? Like all of these Archons that we have seen, except for Zhongli and Barbados, Venti, like all the rest of them are new Archons, right? The only originals are Zhongli and Venti, of the original 7. And these ones are new. So I'm assuming the previous one, which is probably who the statue is based off of, is the person who actually made the Oraclus?
I don't know what happened
I don't know.
there either. Hey, stop staring at me!
What does Lady
Damn, girl.
Karina mean by that?
What does she mean by that?
She says she has no idea either, but that's impossible. Didn't she create the Oratrice herself?
She's not the original though, is she?
Yeah, so are the verdicts reliable or not? Can results
Ooh.
like this really be called justice?
Ooh. Yeah, what is going on with that? Also, wait, this probably connects with what Linny and Lynette were investigating, right? About the core of the Oraclus?
My dearest citizens, did you really think we'd allow an incorrect verdict to be handed out in this court?
Girl.
Did you really believe that the judgment could be mistaken or be the result of some sort of random mishap? Don't tell me. You thought even I had been blindsided by the Oratrice's result.
But
I think you were.
Just now, it was pretty obvious she had no idea what was going on.
Yeah.
However, given the state of things, I shall give you an explanation. Everything that just took place, including my supposed shock and bafflement,
Yeah.
was a part of an elaborate performance, with every action meant to stir up drama and excitement.
Why would you explain it though? Wouldn't it speak for itself?
For every performance, there is a script. Everything has unfolded exactly as I expected from the very beginning. As the embodiment of the very concept of justice, The Oratrice shall never render an arbitrary judgment! If you thought Child had nothing to do with the serial disappearances case, it is only because you've been blinded by the superficial appearance of innocence. Everything
Girl.
he's done, not to mention the danger he poses, are beyond ordinary comprehension and completely unforgivable!
You're gonna get defeated again.
All shall be revealed in time.
Yeah.
You will come to understand my noble intentions, as well as the absolute correctness of the Oratrice's verdict. Now, having said that, although I hate to leave things hanging in suspense, it is now time for this performance to end. As the lead actress, I shall be the first to take my leave. Toodaloo!
So she chose to make her escape after all, did she?
No, of course she did.
So you're saying we shouldn't put much stock into what she just said?
Yeah,
She probably just put on that performance to save face.
of course.
As for the truth, it's unlikely that she actually has any idea.
Oh, definitely. Wait to pull the rug out from under her.
However, please be assured that I will continue to investigate this case in a personal capacity. Just as
Right.
I promised, if the judgment has been incorrect, we will do our utmost to clear his name.
All right. Even though
Man.
we feel pretty badly for him, we'll take your word for it for now.
Yeah, did you really need to jump him, man?
After all, he's
Come
done
on.
plenty of bad stuff. So he should have known he'd go to prison someday, right?
Sure. I guess tragedy repeats itself. Interesting. Let's see. Oh.
Hey, what are you doing? Quick, stop him!
Hey, what is this guy gonna do? Hey, whoa.
Hey, traveler!
What are you doing over here?
Yeah, shouldn't they take him like, somewhere further in, not outside?
Stop resisting arrest! Cease, or we'll add another charge to the list.
No, wait. I just want to ask the traveler something. I'm not looking to run away. Please, just let me ask this one small thing.
What's up? No. Maybe let's just let him, okay.
Thank you. I was being led away when I finally realized something. Where did you first hear the name Vache?
Oh yeah, we should tell him, right?
I erased all records of that name. So, unless...
Are you still trying to prove your innocence? Give it up. You've
No,
already
no,
been
no.
convicted.
Yeah, I met her.
Really? You did? You're sure? You met her? But how could that be? How did you manage to do it?
It was around the Fountain of Lucine, something to do with my sensitivity to the hydro element.
Fountain of Lucine? Then she's been so close to me all along.
I mean,
I just never...
Yeah, you just defaulted to killing people instead of looking around. I mean, what do you do in that situation, right?
Please give me a chance to talk to her again. Just let the traveler take me to the fountain to see her one last time. This is the last request I'll ever make in my life.
Is that
You
what?
can do whatever you
Is that
want to me
possible?
afterwards. I don't care.
What? Give an inch and you want to take a mile? Do you think serial killers get to make requests like that?
I mean, that's true.
Why should we give him what he wants when he's only done a ton of super terrible things?
This request, is it worth as much to you as your life?
Of course! Wait, no. It's worth even more than my life.
Humans, will they betray the instinct to live just to satisfy spiritual needs?
Humans?
Very well. I will grant your request.
What is this guy? Why did he say humans?
Your Honor, I fear that...
I will go with him. You do not need to worry about any escape.
I guess it's always been said that he's always being the Chief of Justice, right? They never established like, oh yeah, he grew up in his little home and became the new Chief of Justice. He's always been one, so is he an Archon? Or is he like something else? He does have the little bug
I shall leave
thingies.
him in your most capable hands, Chief Justice.
To be fair, every Archon has its like familiar, or you know, yeah, I guess familiar is the right term. Like Venti with the dragon. Actually, everyone has a dragon. Well, I think yeah, I brought that up a couple episodes ago, right? Like Zhongli had the rock dragon thing. Inazuma has had the snake. And what does Nahida have? But there is Nahida, and then there's also the king. I was gonna say the Crimson King. I forgot what he's called.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Bring Marcel to the Fountain Plaza. Is that gonna work? Can humans Because, you know, the Traveler isn't human either. At least not from this nation, or from this world. So I wonder, you know? Oh, here we go. Let's see.
Is this the place? You said she's here, but what do I need to do to see her?
Back then, I drank water from the primordial sea. It heightened my sensitivity to the hydro element.
And even Paimon could hear her
Right.
after drinking that thing. Didn't you just drink a lot of it on the stage as well? Oh, in that case...
Maybe. Whoa! Yeah, there you go.
That's it! So you heard it too!
Vignier, it's me! It's me, Vache!
Vache?
I wonder if Nouvellette will be able to hear her. I don't know. Is he able to drink the water? Probably not, right?
I'm here! I'm here! Where are you, Vignier? I'm coming for you. I'm finally here for you.
No, because the Archons... No, because it is said that the Archon will survive, right? So if she is the Archon... Whether she or Nouvellette are the Archons... Like, Nouvellette seems to also be, you know... Either he's the Archon or he's above. Like, he would probably... Well, it says that only the Archon will survive. So, yeah, I guess either one of them. They are probably resistant to the primordial water, which makes sense, right?
Hey, wait! Be careful! Hey, wait!
Oh, it's gonna happen to him. Whoa!
It's me, Vache! Vignier!
Vache? Why did you come? Didn't I say? You don't need to look for me. You look a lot older than I remember.
Oh, man.
How long has it been?
It's been more than 20 years. I've suffered for over 20 years since the day you left. All this time, only the thought of bringing you back has kept me alive. Nothing else mattered to me. I must be dreaming. Who would have thought I'd get the chance to tell you all of my feelings like this? Vignier, you are my everything. I really don't know how I could live without you.
But Vache, if you ask me, this world would be better off without you.
Damn!
What are you saying?
If not for you, I would have finished my law degree and probably become a top-tier attorney one day. If not for you, I would have continued to pursue my love of the arts, and my works would have been displayed in the Palais Mermonia itself.
Okay, this is suspicious.
If not for you, I would at least have been able to take care of my mother. And she would not have grown old and died alone, with nothing but the tears on her cheeks.
This is not, like, this is not actually her?
It's all because of your selfishness, Vache.
Or...
It's all because of you.
You... Wait, you are not Vignier.
Right.
Who are you?
You're right. I am not Vignier.
Oh.
The sacrifices. Every woman
Oh,
who died by your
got
hand.
it. Damn.
As our bodies dissolved, our consciousnesses flowed back to the primordial sea. Our thoughts circulated endlessly within the primordial sea. And we were no longer individuals, but we became one. Just as streams of water come together in the sea.
That makes sense.
I'm Cressy. I'm Lemonade. I'm Azine. The only one I am not is Vignier.
Dang.
But then, where is Vignier?
She doesn't want to see you anymore.
Right.
Every tendril of her consciousness is avoiding you.
She did say that before.
This is what you get for your selfishness. Your selfishness robbed us of our lives and our futures. You said time and time again that you'd do any and everything for her. But did you ever consider whether she'd want to see you do the things that you did?
Right.
If she would despise you for what you became?
They be spitting.
You are a liar, a heartless murderer, and a cowardly narcissist. The only thing you are not is Vignier's beloved. From the moment your first victim died and her consciousness merged with Vignier's, she has had nothing but pure hatred for you.
Looks like I didn't met Vignier back then either. They must have wanted me to lure Marcel here from the very beginning. No. Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. She can't hate me. Let me see her. Please. Have mercy.
Yeah, dude.
You still don't understand. When I said don't look for me, that came from the real Vignier. She really doesn't want to see you anymore.
Yeah, I remember
But
that.
on top of that, she also said that because it's her final drop of pity for you. She said that because she knew that if you did come here, we will show no mercy to you.
Vache.
Vache? Vache. 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 Drown.
Later, the guards find that the culprit of the serial disappearances of young woman Marcel appears to have lost his soul. However, several days later, can you let me read? I mean, I'll read it when I'm editing, but still. Damn.
Finally, we have some time to do shopping.
Anyway.
Gosh, it's really been a long time since we've been able to relax.
What the frick? Also, we're good for now? Is this the end of the current act, maybe? Shopping is stressful in its own way, though. My legs are killing me. Oh
Well
man, that's
met,
relatable.
partner. I knew something great was going to happen when I woke up in such a good mood today.
Even this
Okay.
weather can't put a damper on the demoiselle's mood.
It's a pleasure to see you both again.
Same thing, Silver.
Oh, hey,
Good to see you both.
It's been
All
a few
three of you.
days. Paimon's already started to miss you.
Oh, now that I believe. I'm easy to work with and always bring home the bacon. Who wouldn't treasure
bacon?
having a partner like me?
What?
Sounds like you're really enjoying life these days, Navia. What have you been busy with since the trial?
It's just been one thing after the other. I've been making non-stop trips between Poisson and the courts in Sen. Everyone from Spina di Rosula organized a memorial for my father. We
Aw.
never held a memorial when he first died, since everyone knew that even if we held one back then, no one was going to come.
Dang.
This time, though, everyone in Poisson, and even many people from the court, all attended.
Nice.
So his name's definitely been cleared now. That's what we like to hear.
Yep, that's why we did all
It's
this.
been the dearest wish of Demoiselle all along.
Awesome.
That blasted stubborn fool. I was right to put my faith in him. I'm so glad I didn't give up on the case all those years ago.
Things turned out as well as they could have.
Oh,
Yeah.
by the way, I ran into Charlotte just after I left the memorial service.
Oh.
Well, maybe it'd be more accurate to say I knew she would be there. And there was no way she'd just let me go.
Huh? So you know Charlotte too? The Charlotte? Journalist from the Steambird?
I feel like she's probably pretty popular, right? If she's a reporter.
Yeah.
It's probably everywhere.
Way back when I first became the president of the Spina di Rosula, she was all over me. Wouldn't take no for an answer. I believe the story was called The True Heart of Darkness. Secret Tales of the Yellow Rose. To be fair, though, it was a really flattering feature.
Oh,
So, we've been on pretty good terms ever since.
cool.
She was trying to lean on our friendship to get me to do an exclusive piece on the serial disappearances case.
I see.
Yeah, she told us about that. She's always been super interested in that case, so now her wish has finally come true too.
Yeah.
Anyway, I told her to make sure that when she writes about you guys entering the opera house with the critical evidence, that you both sound really cool.
Mhm.
Now that's another thing to look forward to. We trust Charlotte's skills with a pen for sure.
Oh, and in other news, I also took Clarand out for a meal.
Oh,
Huh.
are you two on better terms now?
While you were investigating Vache's headquarters, Clarand gave testimony on my father's behalf. It was thanks to her that we were
Nice.
able to turn the tide. I wanted to thank her. I mean, there's also no point in being awkward all the time. So we took the chance to reconcile with each other.
That's nice.
Oh, that's great. Paimon also thought Clarand wasn't actually a bad person. It's always good to
Sure.
have more friends.
I mean, she still killed a lot of people. we're criminals, and that's how the law is here. Just saying. Anyway,
Anyway, now that the case has finally been solved,
she's cool too.
perhaps
I
it will
like her.
slowly begin to fade
For
from
the
the
record.
public consciousness. Oh, actually, there's still one last thing I need to do.
Oh.
What is it?
I should pay a visit to my father's grave and tell him the truth of what happened, as well as how it all ended. And on top of that, just how much people still look up to him to this day. That includes me.
Miss Navia.
Indeed.
Can I come too?
We want to go too. We also think Callus is a really admirable person.
Sure thing. I'd like you two to share the moment with me. After all, without you, there might not have been such a positive ending.
Yeah,
And
maybe
in that
not.
case, everyone, let's be off. Considering the recent weather, we'll be lucky if we can reach Poisson before dark.
Yeah, you're right. It's been raining non-stop for a few days now.
Ooh, been raining a lot, huh? Oh, did we finish it? Or I guess we're going to the cemetery? Yeah.
This is where my father's grave is.
Oh.
To be perfectly honest, even I haven't been back here for...
Huh? There's someone there already. Wait. That figure. It can't be...
Lorraine?
Isn't that Nervalette?
Oh.
Why would the Chief Justice be here?
Huh.
Navia?
My apologies. I should have asked before coming to pay my respects.
Don't say that.
Sorry about that.
Oh, I was trying to say there's no need for you to apologize. I wanted to show my father how much I've grown. But still, I doubt I've grown to the point that even the Chief Justice would feel compelled to apologize to me over and over.
In that case, I will stop apologizing for now.
You really could use some pointers on understanding human emotions, Monsieur Nervalette.
Right.
In any case, why did you come to Poisson?
Well, ever since that day, I've been turning a question over and over in my head. Just what is justice anyway?
Ooh.
There was once a time when I didn't want to believe that there could be anything more important to humans than life itself. Oh, rather than that, it's probably more truthful to say I didn't believe humans were capable of resisting the most basic instinct of living things. That they could rebel against their own nature, or consider certain things to be more important than their own lives. Which is also why I didn't stop your father from beginning that fateful duel. I believed that a truly innocent man would never throw away his life like that. That there was nothing, should have been nothing more important than one's own continued survival.
That really sounds like something an Archon wouldn't be able to understand, you know?
But Mr. Callis proved me utterly and decisively wrong. If not for his sacrifice, the serial disappearances case would have remained unsolved to this day. Mr. Callis made the choice he did for his daughter, for his associates, and for many people completely unrelated to him. And in the end, from a certain perspective, one could say that he did it all for the sake of justice. A justice that's higher than life itself. So, you asked me why I came here. I just wanted to say my apologies to Mr. Callis in person. I should have noticed all of this much sooner. This regret has filled me with a sadness that has haunted me for days. That high and mighty chair in the Opera Epiclese indeed insulates one from many important things. Spina di Rosula, thank you so much for your hard work and perseverance.
I'm sorry for being mad at you before. So, you're actually one of those types that's cold on the outside, but pretty thoughtful on the inside, huh? That reminds me of Silver. One of my guys.
Yeah, he's also pretty reserved.
Sorry about that. Self-expression is not one of my strong suits.
Yup, man.
Didn't I just say you don't need to apologize?
So Navia and Nervalette seem to have made their peace as well. Let's not disturb them for now. We can wait till after they're done.
Okay, sounds good. Following Navia and Nivellette, you also pay your respects to Callis. Nice. Whoa. Turn day and everything?
Paimon's never paid respects at someone's grave before. Did Paimon do anything rude there?
You're not usually supposed to fly around someone's grave.
Paimon didn't know that was a thing. But Paimon doesn't know what she would do if she can't fly.
That would actually be wild, to see her actually go into the ground and walk around. We've never seen her just walk around. I didn't even think of that. I don't know, that will be something interesting to explore, like she loses her ability to float.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Navia won't be too mad.
Seriously? Wow, she took it seriously.
Anyway, Nervalette is
course.
still standing around there. It's
Yeah.
not often that we can catch him alone like this, so why don't we go talk to him for a bit?
That's a good...
If we can't talk to Lady Farina, we can at least talk to him, right?
Yeah. Hello.
Oh, it's you two.
Yep.
Did Miss Navia invite you to come pay your respects to her father?
Yep,
We
yep.
ran into Navia on the streets today, so we just followed her here.
I see.
Followed her sounds weird.
Then is there something that I can help you with?
A lot, actually.
Well, it's pretty hard to run into you like this since you're usually super busy.
Yeah. Surprised he stuck around so long.
Try to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
Please feel free. Though outsiders, you helped us solve one of the greatest mysteries in Fontaine, and it would be my pleasure to return the favor.
You're welcome. And that sounds good. Ooh, wait, this really feels like, you know, at the end of an Archon quest, you ask some interesting questions. About child, about my sibling, where from at Primordial Sea. Ooh. Well, since we're breaking the ice still, let's ask about the Primordial Sea, since it's related to the case, you know?
So, at court, the bad guys referred to that special water as water from the Primordial Sea.
Yeah.
But what is it really?
Truthfully, that name is already quite accurate.
Oh.
I can only surmise that Vacher and his ilk only learned of its nature and existence after extensive research.
That makes sense.
There used to be a special sea on the surface of this planet. The nature of its seawater was rather different from that of the sea we know today.
That makes sense.
Most of Tevat's life forms were first born in that special sea. You could say it nurtured much of the life on this planet.
Huh.
Hmm.
So it really was where everything began.
Yeah.
It makes sense to call it primordial then.
But today, the primordial sea no longer exists on the planet's surface. What Vacher discovered must have been some kind of special case, or a remnant from a truly ancient age.
That is wild that they found that.
Huh. So
It was pretty deep down.
Oh, you really know everything, Monsieur Neuvillette. But if that's the case, then why would people, at least people from Fontaine, dissolve in that kind of water?
That is a good question.
Indeed. Why would the primordial sea, which was known to engender and nurture life, suddenly reverse itself and devour life instead?
Yeah, maybe it's being corrupted by the abyss, or something else happens to the... No, because the people who have been dissolved, yeah, they will go into the ocean that we saw there. So they do die, in a way. I was thinking, like, maybe something else happens to them that we don't know yet, but I don't know.
To be frank, that also doesn't match my understanding of this world and its laws.
Yeah.
There must still be some unknown secrets around the people of this land. Is there
Definitely.
anything else you'd like to ask me about?
Yep, a lot, actually. Let's ask about Child, or about the prophecy, since it's related to the primordial
The
sea.
sea levels will
Yeah, I guess we can
rise
just go in
and
order.
Everyone will be dissolved in water, leaving Farina crying alone on her throne, but the sins of the people will be finally washed away for good. Does that appropriately summarize the version you've heard?
That's right. It was Linny that told us back then. And that about covers all the main points.
Yes, up to the present, I think we reached a point where we have no choice but to confront this prophecy directly. Rumors have it that this prophecy is rooted in the last words the former Hydro Archon left to the world before she passed away.
A prophecy? Of the former Hydro Archon? Wow. This is the first time that we've ever heard of it.
Yeah.
2 parts of the prophecy have already proven correct. The rising sea levels and the ability of the people of Fontaine to be dissolved. We should be more vigilant and stay on the watch for further signs.
That is a good point.
Speaking of the prophecy, Farina has also always taken it quite seriously. Indeed, she has been collecting information and intelligence from across Tevat for this purpose.
Oh,
if the
okay.
rumors were true, then perhaps this prophecy is the conundrum left to Farina by her predecessor.
That makes sense.
But with Farina being the way she is, can we really trust her to solve it?
I mean, that's obviously a screen, you know?
Is there anything else you'd like to ask me about?
It's just diverting. No, but yeah, obviously that's the exterior that she puts on, you know? I really want to see, I wonder, I mean, obviously every Archon has their quest. So yeah, I wonder once we get to her story quest, what we will learn from that, you know? About Child.
My apologies. My investigation has still not reached its conclusion.
Okay.
However, I still believe the judgment of the Oratrice was not rendered arbitrarily.
There has to be a reason, yeah. It's not like, oh, it malfunctioned.
But you also said you thought he was innocent.
Yeah.
For many years, I have been quite aware that the Oratrice does not simply mechanically repeat the verdict that I give on each case.
Well, yeah.
As a divinely created mechanism, the people's unified faith in the concept of justice is integrated into it.
Ooh, could it be because a lot of people didn't think that he was not guilty or something?
Not only can it produce the incredible power of indemnitium, but it likely also possesses other traits, such as self-awareness. Which is all to say, I've been prepared for a situation like this for a long time.
Okay.
So when Lenny told us that he heard a human voice from the room where the Oratrice's core is stored...
I was not aware such a thing had occurred. Perhaps that could serve to prove my conjecture.
Yeah.
I'll add that to the list of items to investigate. In any case, I am inclined to believe that the Oratrice does have a methodology all its own.
Yeah.
We just do not have enough information. Based on Farina's reaction, I doubt even she had any idea what was going on.
Interesting.
She managed to bluff her way through it, though.
Yeah.
Time-tested twin tricks of bravado and drama.
Yep. I guess we're supposed to assume that she was the one who built the machine, right? It wasn't her predecessor.
While we do intend to get to the bottom of this, for now, we regret to say that the Fatui Harbinger will just have to bide his time in the fortress of Meripede.
Dang.
If we did incorrectly convict him of crimes he did not commit, we will most certainly compensate him to the fullest extent allowed by the law.
You better.
If you ask Paimon, the
That's
only
my homie.
compensation he'll want is a no-holds-barred fight with you.
Probably.
Is there anything else you'd like to ask me about?
That's actually, yeah, you probably will. They'd be like, forget Chlorine, I want to fight you, dude. He also took him by surprise, so he could have just gone for a weak point, you know? The usual, like, anime, hit him on the back of the neck and incapacitated them. Okay, last question for now, about my sibling.
Your sibling? Another blonde-haired traveler?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I've never seen anyone who matches that description.
Yeah, I think we either have to ask the Archon or... Yeah, we'll have to find the... Yeah, like, if anything, she probably was around when the predecessor was around, so...
If she ever stepped foot in Fontaine, I'm sure she followed our laws to the letter, and had no reason to appear on the stage of the opera Epicles.
Okay.
Is there anything else you'd like to ask me about?
I think that's it. I have no more questions.
Very well. It was my honor to provide you with what answers I could. I very much enjoyed conversing with you. It will soon be time for me to leave this blissful tranquility behind and return to Palais Memonia.
You really are super busy, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Yeah.
Paimon thought you only came here to pay your respects today because you had the day off.
Crime and villainy do not have the day off, and so justice must work around the clock as well. This is merely the nature of a justice's work.
All right, you've got a point. Huh? Paimon just noticed that the rain has stopped.
Oh, there we go. We're caught up now. Nice. All right. So yeah, no, this is all really, really cool so far. I am excited to see where the story goes next. If there's an event worth checking out, I might do it on stream, depending on how I'm doing on time. But like I said, I also want to, you know, just make more videos of other games as well, you know, bring some variety, see what you guys like. So, you know, if you enjoyed this, check out the rest of my channel. I do streams at least once a week. And I also want to make more videos, like I just said, you know, I want to make more videos. I've been doing either summoning files right now, and I also want to start other games, you know, even if it's just like one-shots or, I don't know, I really want to improve. So yeah, with that said, thank you so much for coming by, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you have a great rest of the week, whatever day it is. It should be, I don't know actually, because like I said, I haven't edited a lot of the previous episodes, so I have no idea. But yeah, take care everyone. I'm Aren, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, everyone!